Hello and welcomes back everyone. AnthWolf here with even more Star Wars The Old Republic, playing as Nola here, my smuggler, on the world of Alderaan. Where we last left off, we went to go make our deal with a member, a museum curator of House Alder. Unfortunately, Skavik had made a counterfeit head of Darth Bandon by tricking one of the curator's workers. Unfortunately, he now has possession of the Arcanian hyperdrive that was meant to be for us and for upgrading our freighter. He managed to escape Palista Spaceport and is now currently upgrading his own ship in House Fool Spaceport. There is an opportunity to catch up to him, but we need to make contact with someone up in House Fool's territory here in the Juran Mountains. Before we go meet this contact, we have been asked by a retired spy to meet with her nephew and see how else we can render aid to maybe the Republic and House Organa's efforts here, which is what we're going to do. We need to cross this bridge and we need to get to the next Republic outpost, Ward Post Lander. Once we cross this bridge, we are much more likely to encounter a player from the other faction, as they also have to follow along this route. And they actually do bypass Ward Post Lander to get into the Glarus Valley, as well as doing a few side quests here in the Juran Mountains. So there's a very small chance there may be a player from the other faction around, so we'll just try and be aware of that. Yeah, here's our ward post. So, I need to find a Captain Alephios, who's over here.
Captain Alethios, your aunt told me to let you know when I destroyed the wrist transceiver.
I beg your pardon. You did what exactly? Wait, my aunt is alive? I've been men trying to find her for days. If she had fallen into enemy hands, you have struck a blow at our enemy's communications and protected the integrity of the Organa intelligence network. We owe you greatly.
You're welcome. Right, so there are a few missions here in this ward post we can pick up. See how else we can lend our assistance. So we have a bounty board here. Fire in the landing zone. House Organa seeks aid once again. Imperial hired mercenaries have been spotted smuggling weapons and supplies to House Fool. These supplies are illegal and highly volatile. Their use in the battlefield could result in major casualties for House Organa and Republic forces. House Organa has prepared an aerial strike team to bombard the landing pad and end the Empire's illegal trade, but they require precise coordinates to make a successful attack. Hazard pay is offered to any volunteers able to breach the landing pad's defences and plant the provided beacons. If successful, signal Organa forces through the nearest comm station. House Fool shall not prevail. So we need to plant 3 airstrike beacons and then signal the airstrike to commence. We could certainly look into doing that. And in addition, we have a major here. I'm guessing of the House Organa forces.
Ulgo's forces are advancing, Lieutenant. You will hold that outpost, no excuses. Crescent out. Mercenary or Patriot doesn't matter. You're welcome here. Major Crescent, 1st Organa Regiment. I'm in charge of holding this area against the usurper who calls himself King Ulgo.
I'll do whatever I can to aid House Organa's cause.
Good. I'm in desperate need of your assistance. All my forces are committed to holding back Ulgo's army, but an important mission has just come up. I need volunteers to invade an enemy stronghold and rescue one of my people.
I wasn't planning to live forever anyway. I'm in.
Excellent. I need you to save my daughter, Andra. Against my express wishes, she infiltrated the Ulgos posing as a lowly servant girl. She thinks she's some kind of hero. A reckless little fool.
Your daughter is trying to help. What's wrong with that?
She's not a spy. She's a girl with delusions of heroism. 2 days ago, Andra transmitted an emergency alert. Ulgo jammed the frequency before she could reveal any information. I feared the worst, until my scouts picked up a distress call earlier today. It's a signal from Andra. She's alive.
Did she give any details in the distress call?
It's not that kind of message. Just a way to let me know she's still out there. I've already lost Andra's mother and brothers to this war. If you save her, this recklessness must end. She won't listen to me, but you might convince her to abandon her foolishness. I'll reward you for that favor.
One mission objective at a time, Major.
Yes, of course. Andra's signal came from the estate of House Rist, not far from here. That filth Ulgo must have turned my daughter over to the Rist assassins for torture.
Are Rist and Ulgo allies?
They support Ulgo's claim to the throne. In return, he pays them to do his dirty work. Assassinations, torture, sabotage. Please get Andra away from those filthy killers. Good luck.
Okay, so relatively close to House Fool's territory. There is, or there are, a series of House Rist operations set up. And that's where we're going right now. Which do we want to do first? It'd probably be easier to strike at House Full and the landing pads, I suppose. And then once we rescue Andra, if all things go well at the very least, we'll be able to quick travel back over to the ward post there. As I say, this would be the ideal time to also meet our contact, but we'll leave him for later. We'll see if we can get any more paying jobs from House Organa first. So our contact is just up ahead. And then just down this incline, or decline I should say, is where House Rist's bunker happens to be. But first things first, I say we have House Fool's territory. We're probably going to have to fight through here a second time. But for now, let's go strike at the landing beacons, or the landing pads I should say. We have a bonus to defeat 15 of House Fool's forces. trying to remember if that droid's still around. There used to be a droid that used to give a quest. I think they removed it. I think it used to be here. Oh well. I rarely interacted with the droid, I just knew it existed. Alright, this is where we can plant one of the beacons. Make sure that someone patrolling wasn't going to come up behind us. We have a patrolling commander here. Plant the second beacon. Happy days. Apologies as well, you may hear my tower fan in the background. It's quite a warm late afternoon, so I am melting. Deal with this. Deal with this commander. Right, and the final beacon will go here. And then we're actually going to use House Fool's own communications, the signal for the airstrike to commence. Oh, and that quest completed right here. We didn't need to go back and see anyone. Right. Can we make it down without breaking our legs? That is the question. Yes, that's true. Ah, nice. The enemies haven't even respawned yet. Some of them haven't anyway. So, just go straight past this group. Hopefully they don't stun us. And then on our way to House Rist's bunker to rescue the Major's daughter. I don't know how we're going to resolve the Major's daughter and her situation. I haven't decided yet. She's, as the Major said, she's rather enamored with being, like, a hero. But she has no real training, she just has the ideal of being a hero. And that could get her into trouble. I mean, we're probably the most hypocritical of the classes to have a chat with her. Because we're just a smuggler, we have no, like, formal training. Well, we have experience. Despite our, well, I'm guessing young age, we've been thrown into the deep end of, like, the underworld and the crime. So we learned the hard way. We have a bonus here to defeat 9 of House Orist's forces and rescue 4 of House Organa's soldiers. A few of which are here, and some are on a lower level. Oh, we actually learned another ability. Oh, it's like a teleportation skill. Activating this ability marks your current location for 10 minutes. When this ability is activated again, if you're within 60 meters of the marked location, you instantly return to it. Right, okay. 60 meters isn't amazing, but I might find a use for it. So it's a gunslinger unique ability, right. But keep it in mind. Again, don't ask how we're calling in a flyby by our freighter while inside a base of operations. There's the bonus complete. Can we bypass? Yes, we can. Alright, this is where we need to be.
That's far enough. One more step and the girl dies.
Oh, you're in trouble now. Told you I had powerful friends. She may not look like much, but she's killed more men than all you Rist combined.
You gonna be alright?
I could use a bath, but otherwise I'm great. You?
I don't care who you are. You invaded the sovereign territory of House Rist and murdered its people.
Release your captive, and you can live.
I don't bargain with scum.
Congratulations, idiot. You're about to die.
Not before I end your life. Guards!
Sorry about all the nonsense before. I had to keep that flunky off guard. Nice bit of rescuing, by the way.
That flunky almost killed you.
Please, I had everything under control. Glad to see Father got my signal. Escaping by myself would have been a bother.
You gave your father quite a scare.
Not the first time. Won't be the last. Can't be helped. Here, take this. Give it to my father immediately. No time to explain, he'll understand. I'll find my own way out. My cover with Ulgo may be blown, but I can still be useful inside House Thule.
This isn't a game, and you're a terrible spy. Stay out of this war.
Berated for incompetence by an off-world spacer. How humiliating. Can't say I've enjoyed needing to be rescued. All it's done is prove my father right.
Maybe you should reconsider your choice of lifestyle.
You might have a point, but I can't quit trying to help. Maybe I don't have to be a spy to make a difference. Get that datapad to my father. Lives are at stake.
I probably wouldn't have tried to convince her to stop if she hadn't been a bit more, humble, because I don't think how she was going to get out of that situation. She was behind a ray shield, imprisoned, and about to be tortured. And I don't think House Rist play nice in their torturing, so yeah. So, back to Ward Post Lander. Need to speak to the Major, let him know that his daughter has been rescued. And she did give us some data. Hello there, Noble. Encrypted data pad.
Welcome back. You're like seeing the sun after a long time underground. Andra contacted me from a medical convoy on the way to a safe zone. You have my eternal gratitude. You not only saved my daughter's life, you turned it around.
All I need now is my fee.
My only regret is I can't pay you more. Andra mentioned she gave you a data pad. Said it was important. Let me have a look. I recognize these coordinates. And that date. Blast Ulgo. How is he always a step ahead of us?
Whoa, try to calm down.
I need to save our mission here, my friend. Listen carefully. An armored column is coming to reinforce our position. King Ulgo has learned of our plans. He hired saboteurs to destroy the armored column before it arrives.
Tell your armored column to turn back.
I can't. They're moving through enemy territory on comm silence. By the time I can reach them, it will be too late. The Rist saboteurs set up camp in some nearby caverns next to a bridge. They'll demolish the bridge as the armored column crosses it. We'll lose everything unless you destroy the saboteur camp immediately.
I like a straightforward goal, and this is as straightforward as they come.
Not entirely. If the saboteurs can't reach the bridge, they won't hesitate to use their explosives on you. Be ready.
Yeah, I'd like to avoid being blown up if at all possible. The decorated targeter's belt. Right. Let's add that to the rest of the collection here while on Alderaan. Right, onwards back towards Glarus Valley. And try to stop this group of House Ulgo demolitionists. I hope your day is going well, Noble. Yeah, I figured. It's nice and quiet on the PvP instance, but there's a small chance we'll encounter a player. That's okay. So we need to disarm 3 demolition charges, defeat 4 more demolitionists. We also have the explosive caches. No worries, Noble. Rest well. What the hell? Got a minor explosion there, made me paranoid. So the demolition charges are already being attached to the supports of the bridge. What? How the hell are we holding those guns? Right, let's pour them away. There was another explosion. What the... I mean, when we're destroying those, the demolition, like the caches, there's a delayed explosion, which is making me, concerned. We have a wrist, is it a grenadier? So, right, give it like 5 seconds and then see if we explode. No. Curious. Maybe one of the, House Ol... Oh, these are House Rist. Sorry, I thought these were Ulgo forces, even though Rist and Ulgo were working together. I wonder if one of them is planting, like, an explosive on us, which has a delayed detonation. Right. That's, the bridge secure. So let's quick travel ourselves back to the ward post once again. Report our success.
You saved House Organa's mission here. If I had a medal, I'd pin it right on you.
Tell you what, give me some credits, and I'll buy one for both of us.
You're quite a mercenary, but I admire your results. One thing's certain, we can't afford another incident like this. It's time to implement new security protocols. If only Andra were here. Thank you again for all you've done. Goodbye.
There we are. Oh, some new gloves. So, ooh, we have a new exploration missions.
What are you doing out here, Captain?
Chonki faguta, chiho poda ji oto vokise. Kuchusa yomata chitoya, nam kanoya choski nawi.
That could be trouble.
Chikos pa ini gudad ijigliska chanagawa. Kupa tonti toki maki chisa chubolo wawuni. Chechopa kuma ni umpi but malia bedwana ni bobo.
I never take a job blind. Give me the details.
Poya toka changa goptula dobata wana wanki. Pampawula ji ota kakoga huta nupisto. Oka kiza spida perupa. Gadwa shiniko higa danulia.
Okay, so this fellow Twi'lek is pointing us towards the next ward post over in the Glarus Valley, where there are even more missions available to us. We haven't been streaming all that long, but really our time here in the Juran Mountains has come to an end. Once we get to the last ward post, we'll probably take a small break. And then we'll see how we can render any assistance to the Republic and House Organa there. So, we'll just pass by this little checkpoint here that gets us actually into the Glarus Valley. Let's wait for them. There we are. So while we're travelling along the northern road, players of the Empire travelling along the southern route, they have their own base of operations. There's actually a couple of bases, both for the Empire and the Republic along the road here towards Castle Pantir. In addition, there is a rather sizable House Organa compound, which we'll probably be passing by. Well, we won't be passing by, but we'll see it across the river. What? Which ward post is this? It's not telling us. Ward post Hearn.
Uva, kihacha katinga kula di imabana. Kokatichoski nawi kuchusi yomata chi popota. Chupichuta, kasoyeli joy rato kabachuta.
Apparently I missed some important details.
Patuana uba kili wata punkidanko padoga lola. Fipanaiga twipi tai boka donko wanawanga. Tanto Suzuka neko higa, ganoli.
I was afraid this would be too easy.
Mukili makolunki ni at bompa bushuda. Leyama bisu chinaga, ima chetu micha. Patuana uba kili wata punkidanko padoga lola.
You're about to see a real live hero in action.
Vazda waho taga hopi. Hopama wanska tusko uwana wa tasuki kupa.
Right, so the Empire is setting up some surveillance in a nearby weather tower So they don't control the weather, they monitor it quite in a detailed fashion. Which makes more sense. Right. Okay. And there's a few more quests we can pick up here. What we'll do, once again, see if we can find a nice scenic view. That'll do. Right, what we'll do is we'll take a break here, and I'll make myself a fresh drink, and when we come back, we'll see how we can render aid here in the Glarus Valley before we go see our contact in House Fool. But, thank you all for joining me once again. This has been AnthWolf playing some more Star Wars The Old Republic, and if you're here on Twitch, I'll be back in just a few minutes. Otherwise, if you're here watching this later on YouTube, feel free to leave a comment if you so wish, and hopefully I'll see you for even more next time. Until then, though, take care. Bye-bye now.